Once upon a time, in the heart of a misty, emerald green forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets to the wind, lived a little red panda named Rusty. But Rusty had a secret wish. More than anything, he wanted to see a sunstone, a legendary gem said to hold the warmth of 1,000 sunrises. One bright morning, as golden shafts of sunlight pierced the forest canopy, Rusty was practicing his pounces on a pile of soft moss. His best friend, a wise old owl named Professor Hoot, swooped down, landing silently on a branch above. Practicing for the big leap. Are we, Rusty? Rusty sighed, his fluffy ears drooping slightly. Professor Hoot, I was just thinking about the sunstone again. Do you think it's real? As real as the nose on your face, my boy. But the journey to the Whispering Caves is fraught with challenges. It requires a brave heart and a clever mind. Squeaky, who had been eavesdropping from a nearby branch, chattered. Challenges? Puffed. Rusty is the bravest red panda I know. Rusty blushed, but Squeaky's words sparked a flame of determination within him. I'm going to find it, he declared, his voice filled with newfound confidence. And so, with a map sketched on a large leaf by Professor Hoot and a small satchel filled with juicy berries, Rusty embarked on his grand adventure. The first part of his journey took him through the Giggling Grove. Here, he met a family of otters who were having a slide-and-splash party down a muddy riverbank. They shared their lunch of tasty fish with him and wished him well, their sleek bodies glistening in the sun. As the sun began to dip lower, casting long shadows through the trees, Rusty reached the edge of the murmuring marsh. The air grew thick and heavy. Giant, moss-covered trees loomed like silent giants, their gnarled roots twisting and turning like sleeping serpents. According to the map, Rusty needed to cross the marsh by hopping on a series of ancient, mossy stones. He took a deep breath, his heart thumping like a drum. He wobbled on one particularly slick stone, his tail flailing wildly for balance. Just as he thought he was going to tumble into the murky water, a soft, green vine snaked out from a nearby tree and wrapped gently around his waist, steadying him. Need a hand, little one? A calm voice resonated from the branches above. The chameleon smiled, his color shifting from a leafy green to a warm, friendly yellow. Rusty explained his quest for the sunstone, his voice filled with excitement. Camo listened patiently, his head cocked to one side. The Whispering Caves, you say? But the caves are guarded by more than just shadows and echoes. A great beast is said to slumber at its entrance. But do not let fear cloud your courage. Sometimes, the greatest beasts have the softest hearts. With a final, encouraging nod, Camo blended back into the leaves. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he saw it, the entrance to the Whispering Caves. A low, rumbling sound echoed from within, a sound that vibrated through the very ground beneath his paws. Taking a tentative step forward, Rusty peered into the darkness. There, curled up at the entrance, was the beast. It was a colossal bear, larger than any Rusty had ever imagined. Its massive chest rose and fell with each deep, slumbering breath. Rusty's courage wavered. How could he possibly get past such a formidable guardian? He remembered Camo's words. Sometimes, the greatest beasts have the softest hearts. An idea sparked in Rusty's mind. He had saved one particularly plump and juicy berry in his satchel, his absolute favorite. Tiptoeing as quietly as he could, he crept closer to the sleeping giant. With a trembling paw, he placed the berry right under the bear's enormous nose. The bear's nose twitched. Its slumbering rumbles turned into soft snuffles. Its eyes, the color of warm honey, slowly fluttered open, its gaze falling upon the small, red-furred creature before it. Rusty froze, his heart in his throat. A low, gentle rumble, much like a cat's purr, emanated from his chest. He carefully picked up the berry and popped it into his mouth. A sun-ripened sweet berry. My favorite. Thank you, little one. You did not come with a sword or a trap. You came with a gift. The sunstone is not a gem to be taken, little one. It is a light to be shared. Go on. With a grateful nod, Rusty ventured into the whispering caves. The air inside was cool and filled with the soft, musical sound of dripping water. And then he saw it. It wasn't a hard, cold gem, but a pulsating orb of warm, golden light. It radiated a gentle heat and a soft, humming energy. He reached out, his paws tingling as he touched the warm surface of the stone, his heart filled with a profound sense of wonder. It's beautiful, Rusty breathed. But it belongs here. Its light is for the whole forest. That, little Rusty, is the true wisdom of the sunstone. You came seeking a treasure, but you found something much greater. He didn't bring back the sunstone, but he brought back something far more valuable. He brought back the story of his adventure. A constant reminder that the greatest light comes not from a stone, but from a kind and courageous heart.